and talent for interior design. She was also the mother of two, Luke, aged 21, and Elena, 19. She was separated from her husband, Martin, and was now enjoying a new relationship with antique dealer and property developer Graham Ogilvy, who'd brought her to France. Other than her striking looks, there was nothing to set her apart from the other browsers who'd come to l'Île-sur-la-Sorgue today. Not a Sunday in the middle of summer, but a Wednesday in early June. Sundays were crazy days, when hundreds, thousands of stalls cluttered the streets, and eager bargain hunters, tourists and vendors, outnumbered even the ghosts of former times. No one, least of all Andee, was aware of fate trailing her today like a sinister bridesmaid. She was experiencing no sixth sense, no unease, nothing untoward at all. Only the pleasure of wandering from one small emporium to another, as entranced by the treasures and oddities as she was by the nuances of possible stories. She'd left Graham a few minutes ago, discussing delivery of a neglected bergère chair to the villa they were here to renovate and furnish for a wealthy Spanish client. Their instructions were clear. Nadia Abrego, the Catalonian beauty who could roll out several more surnames, and possibly even titles if she so wished, had provided them with photographs of the Renaissance chateau she wanted copied as closely as possible. The villa was an inheritance, apparently, from a recently deceased great-aunt. The day was warm. The sounds of traffic, haggling, laughter, music were drifting like charms through the still air, passing by lace tablecloths and sombre tapestries, brushing scabbards and teapots, tangling an invisible web around people and relics of the past. A Frenchman in a beret and red neckerchief was posing for photographs with tourists, while an accordionist on the corner of Quai Jean Jaurès was pumping out jolly tunes and winking at his admirers as they tossed coins into his waiting cab. As Andee crossed the Pont de la Rivière, with its intricate iron balustrades and worn wooden treads, the aroma of freshly baked baguettes floated its temptation out of a nearby boulangerie, while the clink of glasses from pavement cafes provided its own irresistible lure. Taking out her phone, she sent a text to Graham. "Fancy a glass of rosé? Meet you at the cafe next to Hubert's Antiques." Graham knew the heart of this small town so well that he'd have no trouble finding her, especially as Hubert was a friend of long standing. She didn't notice the car approaching as she prepared to cross the road. She only knew it was there when it came to a stop in front of her, blocking the way. She was about to go round it when the rear window descended to reveal a blonde, middle-aged woman wearing dark glasses and crimson lipstick. "Are you lost?" Andee asked in French. The woman smiled and removed the glasses. Long, strange seconds ticked by before the woman said softly in English, "Remember me?" Shock was twisting Andee's heart into a terrible knot. It couldn't be. It simply wasn't possible. And yet, those eyes, the colour and shape, the cheekbones, the retroussé nose. Apparently satisfied that she'd been recognised, the woman tapped the driver's shoulder, and the car moved on. Andee watched it go, too stunned to move, even to think beyond the shock that had trapped her in an unworldly grip. "You okay, madame?" a voice asked from behind her. She turned to find a concerned man watching her. "Would you like to sit down?" he offered, pulling up a shabbily upholstered parlour chair. Andee meant to thank him and move on, but her legs had turned weak. All she could do was sink into his kindness. "It is hot," he observed in heavily accented English. "I'll find you some water." As he disappeared inside his shop, Andee stared along the street, searching for the silver Mercedes. But like the